Hey guys, Crypto Dad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to calculate blockchain fees quickly and easily before you send. So let's get started. So I get a lot of people asking me about blockchain fees. They don't quite understand that they're built into the Bitcoin blockchain or the Ethereum blockchain. They think they're wallet fees or they think they're exchange fees. So I'm going to demystify it a little bit and show you how to just get a quick idea of how much the fees are going to be for whatever transfer you're considering. It's pretty easy, actually, and it's one of those things that I take for granted because I've been doing this for so long, but it might not be obvious to a lot of people that are just getting into crypto and wallets and transfers. So I'm going to show you in Ledger Live, so let's jump in. So basically what I'm going to do is take advantage of a little feature that a lot of people aren't aware of. They think that crypto transfers are sort of all or nothing, but when you're using a hardware wallet, the device has final arbitration over anything that you're going to do. So you can take the transaction all the way to the end where it's asking for verification on the device and then just tell it, no, I don't want to verify this transaction, and it'll just quit out, and it's not going to cost you a dime. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Of course, if we're going to do a transfer, we need a destination. So let's pretend that we're going to transfer our crypto into our Coinbase account. We'll just hit deposit here. You'll want to make sure that you're in a trading pair of the crypto that you're after. So in today's case, we want Bitcoin. Once we've got that trading pair lined up here and hit deposit, we'll have Bitcoin here. We're going to be receiving crypto, so we click on the Receive tab. It's the same in regular Coinbase. I'm in the advanced interface, but in regular Coinbase, it's pretty much the same thing. We go up to Send and Receive, and we choose Receive here. And then we choose the crypto that we're dealing with. I'll start with Bitcoin. You can search for it. And there we go. It's going to be the same address, either whether you use regular Coinbase or advanced Coinbase. This Bitcoin address is unique to your account, right? This is mine. So don't send any Bitcoin here, please. I'm just doing this as a demo. So now that we've got that address in our clipboard, we can go check out and see what the fees are going to be if we decide we want to send some Bitcoin over to Coinbase for a quick sale or a trade or whatever we want to do. So we'll get into the Bitcoin account here. We'll go inside, and then we're just going to pretend we're about to do a send. So we'll hit send, we'll paste in the address, and that's the reason why I needed to get that example destination, because you can't get to this area of the send interface without an address, right? You have to give it an address so you can move forward. So we'll hit continue here. Now, it's kind of weird. Bitcoin fees change on a daily basis depending on network activity, and that's why it's a good idea to just run through a demo transaction just to give yourself an idea of what the current fees are going to be. And they're different depending on the amount. So let's take, for example, the max send. I only have about 1,000 in here, so that'll be my max send. And then look down here. We can see the network fees right there, $13.52. So that's what it's going to take for me to send this amount of Bitcoin over to Coinbase. We can quit here by hitting the X if you want to. You can take it all the way through and then just deny it on the device, right? You don't even have to go that far, but you can. So a lot of people think, oh, if I get started, will I be able to quit? Yeah, of course. Nothing can happen from your wallet until you've authorized on the device. And if you don't get to that point, you can easily quit. Now, you can also check what varying amounts might be. So we'll go ahead and paste in that address again. And this time, let's say I just want to send $100 worth of Bitcoin. Well, look here, the fee is slightly lower. It's kind of interesting. A very large amount might be even less. So it's kind of a black art. I don't really know all of the factors that go into it. It has a lot to do with what automatic miner algorithms are doing, because it's the Bitcoin miners out there that are processing transactions. So generally, they're going to program their miner to grab the transactions that they want. I don't know if that means they want the bigger ones or they want the smaller ones. I don't know what motivates miners and what's best for their bottom line, but you can find out what the approximate fees are going to be right here in this interface. You can even change it, right? We can hit that 1,000 and see that the fee goes up, or we can say, let's go down to 50, or let's go down to 10. Notice that even with only a small amount of Bitcoin, I'm still getting that $5 fee. So $10 or 100 is still going to give me that much, a $5 fee. Go figure, right? We can also erase this completely and try 500, and you can see down there it's $7.38. We can do the exact same thing with Ethereum. Let's go over to Ethereum and assume we're going to do a send of Ethereum. Once again, we need an address, so we'll go back to Coinbase, right? And we'll hit send receive, go over to the receive tab, and in this case, we'll choose Ethereum. We can search for it here. So we just need that example address, right? That's the address of my Coinbase Ethereum account. Please don't send any Ethereum to that address. All right, I'll paste this in, and then we'll continue on, and we pretty much get the same thing. I can choose send max, and it's going to tell me down here what the network fees are going to be. Now, keep in mind, these are max network fees. You might be less than this, right? This is just an estimate. It's a pretty good estimate, and usually it's slightly high. So just keep that in mind. You might be pleasantly surprised afterwards. And that's $600 worth of Ethereum for $8. Let's take a look at $100 worth of Ethereum. Pretty much the same. Let's see if we can change this at all. Let's see here. We'll do that one more time. All right, it's pretty much going to give us a fee, and then if we change the amount, okay, all right, there, it adjusted slightly. So it looks like for the Ethereum fees, it's pretty much going to be flat, not really depending too much on your amount. At least it doesn't appear to be for me. Another thing I'd like to point out here is that you have a choice of medium, slow, and fast. There's not a huge difference here. I know people that are, really worried about these fees, and so they try to go into advanced and really get it as low as possible. That's not really a good idea. It's best to just leave it at medium. If you hit slow or you try to manually make the fee as low as possible, then your transaction might not get mined. Now, Ethereum is on it's not proof of work anymore, it's proof of stake, but there are still big Ethereum nodes out there that are processing transactions. So if you put in a really low fee, then your transaction is going to process really slow, and it'll just drive you nuts. So as you can see, there's not a huge difference here, so it might make sense to just stick with the normal. And if you wanted to go faster, if you're really impatient, I don't think you're going to gain a whole lot by adding an extra oomph to that transaction. It's not going to be that much faster. than it would if you just chose medium. I'm kind of a let it ride kind of guy, so I usually leave mine at medium and try not to agonize too much. So I know this might be obvious to some people, maybe not so to other people, but I've had a few questions about people that have been storing Bitcoin in their wallets or Ethereum, and they want to know, how much is it going to cost me if I want to sell right now? How much are the transfer fees going to be? Well, I can't tell you in general. It's a minute-to-minute thing, so this is the next best thing. Just jump in, pretend you're about to send, and then cancel out before you actually authorize the transaction. It's totally free, and you'll get a good estimate of what the fees are going to be. You could also, over time, if you wanted to, check fees morning, midday, and later at night, and kind of figure out what is going to be the cheapest time for you to make your transfer if you're trying to mitigate your fees. So if you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments, and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.